Hello there and welcome to today's video in which I'm going to show you how to make these two little cute rainbow flowers. So yeah, let's go get started. So I'm just going to clean down my work surface, and as you'll see here I have a variety of rainbow colours from red right through to navy. And I'm going to start with the navy to make the back of the flower or the badge. So I'm just going to cut out a circle and neaten down the sides with a wet wipe, as they never come out the neatest from these things really. So now I need to make some petals. So there's the navy, and again I'm just going to smooth that down with my fingers and place it kind of half on the back like so. So I'll move on to the blue and I'm going to do exactly the same and just place that next to it. Now for a dark teal, which is probably my favourite colour, I love it so much, and a light teal, a green, and a pea green, and a yellow. I've mixed all these colours myself incidentally, or most of them, so I might do a tutorial on colour mixing at some point. Let me know if you think that would be useful. So here's a light orange and a dark orange, and finally a red. And if I had more room actually I'd probably put on a purple one as well, but yeah, I'm just sticking with the 10 colours here. So I'm going to start the next layer by slightly offsetting the colours like so, but you don't have to do it this way actually. You could work at any points around the circle that you fancy, but I just fancy keeping it all together like this. So I'm just doing exactly the same with layer 2 as layer 1, and the petals are all of a very similar size. So there's the pea green and the yellow, the light orange, the dark orange, and the red. So I think I can manage a third layer on this, so I'm going to do exactly the same. So there's the navy and the blue, and moving on, here's the red to finish off the third and final layer. And I'm just going to start pressing down in the centre like so, just with my finger, just to ensure that everything's nice and secure. And I want a different colour entirely for the centrepiece, so I've got a like a hot pink really, which I think works well. So I'll just place a ball in the centre, and with my small size ball tool here I'm just going to create a pattern like so, really to evoke the centre of like a daisy or such like. So I'm trying to keep it as uniform as possible. And incidentally, I've a list down below of the tools that I use as affiliate links, so if you fancy taking a look. So my rainbow effect flower or daisy is all done, so I'm going to leave that just to one side while I work on design 2. So as before, I'm going to create a centrepiece with the navy clay and just smoothen that down with my wet wipe. So now I need to create some petals with the navy and the blue clay. So I'm just going to smoothen those down again and just cut out some petals with this little cookie cutter tool. So again I'll just smoothen those down. It's a shame that they don't come out kind of pristine really from cookie cutters, but there you go. So for my first layer I'm just alternating between the blue and the navy. So I've got 10 of the petals in total, so 5 blue, 5 navy, and you might need to spend just a few moments just repositioning any that look a little out of place. So now I'm moving on to the teal tones here in a dark and a light teal, and I'll do exactly the same as before. So what I'm trying to do is to slot the petals on layer 2 between the petals on layer 1. And now for the third layer, so I've got the green and the pea green. And what I'm trying to do is to bring the petals closer into the centre this time around, so you can see more of the petals underneath. So again, you'll need 10 of the petals as before. And these are possibly slightly narrower than the petals underneath as well, because there's essentially a smaller space for them. And on to the next layer, so I've got the light orange and the yellow, and these petals are definitely narrower than the ones before, so they're kind of a little smaller really. And onto the final layer now, so I've got the reds and the dark orange, and again these are really narrow, and I'm bringing them into the centre a little further than before as well. So there we go. Now with my medium-sized ball tool, I'm just going to press down in the centre and pop in some yellow clay for the centre. And as before, I'm just going to create a pattern in the centre just with my small size ball tool here, keeping it nice and uniform. And there it is, all done, and I can really see the potential for this design to work with various colours actually. You could perhaps just keep it limited to maybe 2. So my flowers are all done and ready to bake. And at this point you'll need to refer to your own brands of Polymer Clay's baking instructions. So now my flowers are all baked and cooled, and I'm pretty pleased with them actually. They're really kind of jolly pieces, which is nice, particularly at this time of year. So I've got some epoxy glue here. I'm using Araldites, but you can use any really. So I'm just going to pop some onto the badge attachments like so, and I'll just pop that onto the back. And I'll do the same with the seconds. And for this design I need to try and figure out where the top of the badge should be, so I kind of like the yellow tones being at the top, so just need to be mindful of that when I place the badge attachments. So the glue will need around 24 hours to dry, so I'm just going to leave those on a wet wipe. And here they are, all done, and yeah, pretty happy with these. Hope you enjoyed them too. I am planning to make some more flowers soon, so by all means leave your suggestions down below, and I'll see you soon. Take care, bye bye.